And now we're on the boost screen, so you can't be surprised by this.
Yep.
I did warn you about the intro happening.
No, you totally did.
And now we are starting Rhythm Cafe.
It's Rhythm!
Cafe.
Bang Rhythm!
Bang Cafe.
Bang Cafe. No, we got it. Yes, the command.
I thought you were doing a bit.
I was technically. I was hoping to figure out what the command was just as we went online, and no, I didn't, but it is Bang Rhythm. So there we go. Hi, everyone! I'm loud, and this is Heather.
I'm less loud. I could try to be louder.
It's true, I'm going to be less loud, because that's actually a lot of work, and I'm not... It's
It also
Sunday.
involves a lot of moving around, and it's really warm out, and...
Oh, it's really warm out. I don't like it. I'm happy that we have air conditioning here in the office. That's very good.
Yes.
But I'm bringing in my own my own cold carbonated water like an animal from home.
Yeah. No, I know you had to go down to the carbonated stream and specifically get that and take it up to your house in barrels and then take some of it here because you don't want to take the whole barrel here. I know it's a lot of work.
Do you know what kind of dream it would be for me to be able to build my house on the bank of a mountain carbonated stream and just like have a pipe just go in there and I was going to say occasionally I'll get a fish that comes in, but no, it's carbonated water so nothing will live in it, so it'd be perfect.
Well, you don't know that, but you could get some interesting carbonated fish.
Ooh. So...
Life finds a way, Ian.
I know.
To drink the carbonated water.
You know about carbonated fruit, right?
I know that you can carbonate anything if you try hard enough.
Yes.
Does the fruit come out of the ground carbonated?
No, it doesn't. You have to put it in the machine to carbonate. Like, it's like
Okay.
This is no joke. You can get carbonated fruit or you can make carbonated fruit. It's a delicious, like, bubbly surprise.
Robo Nixon says carbonated
Carbonated water. Well, we're getting there. I would kind of like to try carbonated sushi. Like,
So when you say carbonated fruit, because I don't really know what that means, I'm used to carbonated liquids. Is the fruit still intact when it's carbonated?
yes, yeah. So the liquid that's in the fruit, the juice, would become carbonated. So if it's a grape, it would be a little bit sparkly on the tongue.
Okay, so if the sushi was carbonated, and I'm assuming, are we going with like sashimi or like a California roll or like the fish on top of the rice?
Yeah, we're going fish on top of rice, nigiri style.
Okay, and are we talking just the fish being carbonated or the rice as well and the seaweed?
Just the fish, I think.
Just the fish?
Yeah, I'm thinking like a big piece of tuna, where you bite into it and you get the flavor of the tuna. And of course, you still dip it in the soy and have a bit of wasabi underneath it, but then you get that added just bit of like effervescence on the tongue along with all the other flavors. I think that would be really, really interesting.
I mean, I think the first time you eat it, you have to eat it without like the wasabi and the soy sauce just to gauge what that tastes like on its own.
Yeah.
But
I mean, that's when you have the carbonated tamago, because that's how you can tell the quality of the chef.
Is there enough liquid in tamago to really carbonate?
That's a tough one because
like the sushi, I could believe it's already kind of wet. I could even believe you could carbonate the rice if you really wanted to, which might be interesting. I don't know if I'd like carbonated rice so much. The fish, I could try.
That's what I'm thinking. The rice would be too much.
Yeah.
But I think the fish would just be a little bit of Hey, we play rhythm games here on this stream. And, fuck, we play games, first of all. We play games, first of all, with each other, but also with you, and then we play rhythm games at you, because that's what we do here on this channel. Like every other channel on Twitch.
And instead of running off our mouse, I guess we could play Runner2.
Oh, hey, what a segue to get into our game for today. The aforementioned and titular Bit Trip presents Future Legend of Rhythm Alien Runner2. Press option whenever.
You don't care when.
Nope.
Commander Video won't judge you.
It's been sitting there for a while. You haven't even been able to see it. I'm gonna turn my headphones down just a bit, because that's... good times. Fishmonger's got permission to sell bluefin tuna steaks here instead of to Japan. That's kind of good. I mean, congratulations for having your local fish, but geez, I'm really kind of... I really love to eat tuna, but there's like two or three of them still just sitting around in the ocean now. We need to stop.
Oh, so you've seen the tweet
Yeah.
about the lonely tuna in the sea with none of his friends calling back?
But I've also been aware that tuna is headed on... It is on the way to destruction. Make your time.
tuna, bees of the sea.
The super nature.
Okay, we got the vault, and we just haven't finished.
Yeah, there's just some levels we haven't done. We might as well do them.
Yeah. We need some impossible tuna or beyond tuna. Right.
So, impossible meat,
Yes.
my understanding, is basically lab-grown meat, right?
It's not lab. It's made of alternatives. So I think Impossible uses soy protein and Beyond uses pea protein.
Oh, okay.
I've read.
Because I knew Beyond Meat was more of a plant-based protein alternative, kind of like tofu and whatnot. But I thought the Impossible thing was something else.
They're both basically competitors for the same space, which is trying to make make alternate meat that tastes exactly like and feels exactly like real meat. And having just read an article about it, I'm actually really excited to try, specifically the Beyond, because apparently the Impossible's just a bit like a bit mealier, but the Beyond meat is almost indistinguishable.
I think A&W does the Beyond Meat stuff now. But I think Fatburger is also advertising that they're getting it or doing it.
Yeah,
I thought I saw it.
it's popping off all of these alternative meats,
Yeah,
and people are kind of loving them.
I'm curious to try them. Like, I guess if that comes up. I also don't. So the problem I have with it. It's like a personal problem, not like a people shouldn't eat it thing, is that it's meant to taste like meat, and for a good portion of stuff, I don't actually care about eating meat.
No, that's fair. I am also one of those people who says if you're going to be making things with ingredients, be true to the ingredient itself. You know, make it taste like the what it is. But when it comes to, especially and this is where the article that I read really opened my eyes to that, was that like so much of our meat production out there is just going to fast food meat, so your ground beef and whatnot. And you know that doesn't have to be beef. If it doesn't have to be beef, because beef takes so much energy to make and releases so many carbons into the atmosphere, that if we can actually eliminate that much of like a good chunk of meat production just to replace that, and no one is the wiser. In fact, at least according to the person who wrote the article, they actually prefer that for burgers, especially for sliders, like the little ones that you get at White Castle. He actually preferred the Beyond portion. And when they get up to scale, finally, I'm gonna go down here and complete this one, because I'm in the last boss. Yeah, when they can scale up production levels to be cheaper than meat. Well, suddenly now we're doing a good thing where we can still have a bit of, beef out there for the people who want to eat real steaks and, high quality, I guess you could say high quality meat, or truer to itself meat, because a burger, in essence, is kind of a waste of the meat. Ugh, too much talking from me.
It's hard to have this much going on while talking. It's true.
Yeah, especially a conversation that involves thinking and talking at the same time. Synthesis, kids. It's not just for university anymore.
Yeah, I found that I actually really like tofu.
Oh, same here.
But I did grow up with that household that whenever you try to determine what you're having for dinner, the first thing is
what's the meat?
Yeah. And then everything's around that, and it's just like, well, what if I don't care about that?
Yeah. What if I'm okay with everything?
I mean, I also had that thing with vegetables too, because it's like where I grew up, a lot of winter vegetables are like what's known about.
Yeah.
And it's like eggplants and avocados, and those things are kind of like.
Those are the fancy vegetables.
Yeah, those are the weirdo vegetables you eat because you're vegetarian.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I like them. And also, I think cucumbers are gross. So.
Yeah. More vegetables, please. Parsnips. I can't believe it took me so long to get hip to parsnips as one of the best winter vegetables.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Beach hates parsnips.
You should make him watch an episode of Good Eats with Alton Brown, which is about him dealing with his,
The potato chip thing, he's seen it.
Oh, okay, well then, there's no hope for him.
It's just not a thing he likes.
Yeah.
Which is fine,
That's
whatever.
allowed, yeah. My problem is people who don't like a thing, but only because they haven't given it a chance. They've not liked a thing without even trying it. And that's why I personally always give things at least a couple tries, because there's a chance that your first try of something is going to be absolute dog shit. And that might end up.
There is the possibility that what you end up trying, because you see it, is not really what it's supposed to taste like. It does happen.
Like, I think a lot of people's, aside from just the media trying to make Brussels sprouts into this thing that kids hate, I think a lot of it's just people ruining their Brussels sprouts.
Oh, Brussels sprouts are great.
Yeah. Come on. Oh, too slow. Or too fast.
Just.
Okay, now I'm just catching up on the chat after doing the playing, and wow, we're engendering some very good conversations here. There's a few going on about CO2 critical points, P dislikes, sprouts and veggies. I'm right now in the middle of what am I doing? I'm doing some lacto-fermented pickles at home, and I'm scared. Because they look kind of cloudy, one of the two jars, but apparently that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as as long as there's no black or blue or brightly colored mold. But I need to wait about another few more weeks before I can test them and see if they've gone okay. So for the moment, they're just sitting on top of my fridge in a jar, bubbling and looking weird. At least I'm okay with the bubbling thing, having done enough beer brewing. But yeah, being able to eventually have some pickles that will be sour, but having added no vinegar to it. Yeah! I think you may have found a robot costume for our fish friend.
A robot costume?
Given it said Mecha Mahi.
Oh, maybe. We should definitely check that out.
Oh yeah, E-Block, that's exactly the kind of thing. The fermented pickling process. On Constant Crab, you're making me want a nice Belgian ale. It's a very, very good day for that, actually. But I think I'm gonna go home and have myself a Mizuwari. Japanese whiskey and water with an ice cube that they love so much, and I've discovered why. Because it's hot there, and it's a good hot weather drink. Carbonated pickles would be fantastic.
I think I would have to try one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the, what's actually, wow, if I use a safe vessel, like a metal vessel, are we bossing here?
I mean, you can. There's the other level as well.
Oh,
if you
okay.
want.
Oh yeah, it's unlocked now. Great. I have not painful dyslexic. I'll have to check that out.
Oh yeah, the It's Alive. I think that's the one I avoid. Not to say it's bad. It's just the Bee just got into like everything on the Bon Appetit channel, and I'm not into all of it. And I think is the It's Alive series the one they do with Brad where he goes places? Because I think that's why I don't care.
I'm assuming it's one about alive foods, so.
I mean, they do a variety of things. Like there's some things they do where they do a series of stuff where they like they've done some stuff where it's trying to make the best pizza, and so over the course of several episodes, you've got a group of people working on the dough and others on the sauce and constructing it over several episodes. But then they have like, I personally just really care about Claire in the series she does where she tries to make the gourmet like Skittles. And
right,
stuff.
gourmet versions of things that are.
Yeah, because it's interesting to watch. But they've done a few other ones. Yeah, recently was the 3-part meltdown where they made donuts. And they had some issues, from what I heard. I haven't actually watched those. Beach has been watching those, so I've heard a lot about them.
Well, I just reminded myself before I started that of one of the. Oh yeah, that's right. I gotta shoot the board thing. Damn. One of the new food trends in the States that I really am desperate to try. Pickle sandwiches. So you get a pickle about that big, like a big thick boy, and then you cut it in half down the middle, shave out the seed section, and then make a deli sandwich, like good thick pastrami or other deli meats, some cheese on there, maybe tomato, a little bit of lettuce, and then you space it through with a toothpick and eat it like a sandwich, but with pickles instead of bread. Ooh.
That looks like slidey.
Mystic Man peanut butter and pickle sandwiches are definitely a thing, and actually are a thing I enjoy. And now I just want to go skating with saw blades on a giant log. That looks like fun. I mean, Constable Crab, you could consider it being weird, but I know that my mother did it when it was just called being pregnant.
I assume we're talking about the pickles.
Pickled sandwiches, yes, not saw blade skating.
Okay. Just checking. I mean, I've not had pickle and peanut butter, but I've tried the peanut butter and onion sandwiches that my dad used to like. They're alright. They're not like super my thing.
For me, it depends on the onion, but I am a big fan of that particular type of sandwich.
I guess it's like I wouldn't turn it down if that was a choice, but it's maybe not my first choice.
Right. You're not making it for yourself every day, and if you are making it for yourself, it's at some point in the distant future.
Yeah. But it does work.
Yeah. Especially
It's definitely an interesting flavor combination that I don't think I could get in something else.
especially if you can find one of those nice wall sweet onions, and then just cut it nice and thick, so you get all that crunch with the smoothness of peanut butter.
Alright. We're in the mountain sads.
The mounting sads.
Sads.
Poor sad mountain man. Oh no, wait, we forgot about our new costumes.
Whoops.
But also, plot.
Right, plot. It happens sometimes. When we're not talking about sandwiches.
Slurped from the sheltered backwoods of the supernature, Commander Video's acceptance of his plight strains as the tide of his journey recedes into the mounting sads.
They say, welcome to Rhythm Cafe, your source for sandwich suggestions here on Loading Ready Run.
You know, everyone's like, there's a plot, and I'm like, we've played several rhythm games that have had plots.
They're our favorite type of rhythm game.
Yeah, you know what? I still don't think we've had a game that's had a better plot than Rhythm Thief.
Yeah.
In terms of like an overarching, like, you're fighting Napoleon.
I mean, that is
Like-
good.
Like, it's pretty silly.
The only plot I would put into contention would be the Frederick series.
Yeah, okay, they had a pretty strong plot. Like, rhythm games that have plot, I don't know. The Frederick series. Rhythm Heaven Megamix had a plot. The Owen Dawn games.
Yeah, the three of them.
Space Channel 5.
Our good Guitar Girls.
Yeah, Guitaru Man.
Yeah, Guitar Man.
Poppin' Music has one that we keep making up, which isn't like in-game, but it's special.
It's there.
Persona 4 Dancing All Night.
Yep. Oh man.
Almost nothing but plot.
that had a very good plot.
Forgot to put rhythm in almost parts of the game.
TV people. Right, we forgot again.
Right. Shoot.
We're
It's
just,
like
too,
level.
we're just too excited for gameplay.
Gotta fight the Geo dudes.
Saku dude. Highest Gal Metal, that's the actual name of it.
Right.
Not Guitar Girls. Rez, also.
Rez. Technically, there might be a plot in like Love Live that we ignored heavily.
Oh, I think there was a lot of plot there. That,
There was story at least.
I mean, in that case, also Bang Dream Girls.
Yep. I mean, even though it's a thin plot, Project Diva X did technically have a plot. Theat Rhythm, Final Fantasy Theat Rhythm also has a plot, but it's like super thin.
Backward space shooting rhythm game.
Oh yeah, that had plot. Like lots of rhythm games have story.
Yeah.
There's even a couple I think that we ended up noping out of had stories too. We just didn't care for them.
Oh shit, Voez, that's right.
So
And Cancer Motorcycle.
yeah, we made that about something else.
We
were
did.
very good at that.
Sometimes we need to boost the plot a bit. Right.
Shield.
Blocks are
Wait.
not collectibles.
The Ava game. I guess technically.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
I mean, I'd also say technically that Beck game we played had a plot too. It just ended weird. It was not a good game, which is too bad. remember after playing it, I think I saw a tweet from Ben, or maybe Ben said something later where he was like, "Oh man, you played this game, Beck," and I'm just like, "You missed nothing.
Yep.
You missed nothing."
We
Trust
really
me.
wanted that to be good. Everything about the Beck game was disappointing.
Yep. And I think we held that hope all the way through just because we were like, well, maybe we'll be wrong.
Maybe this time. Getting there. Not getting there. Kids on the Slope game would be interesting in that same way. It would have to be a good game.
I feel like they could make that one a probably more like the Persona 4 one, where it's like a lot of visual novel, but more song playing. I mean, it's all I really wanted from Persona 4's Dancing All Night game was there were definitely more points in which they could have put songs throughout the story mode, and they didn't. But like, I actually really enjoyed what they did with the 3 and 5, with the as you do things in the game, you basically unlock support conversations, and so they're like little mini timeline story things, kind of throughout that way instead, and that was pretty good.
Oh, sorry, there's another Spike Chunsoft game on the Switch eShop. Interesting.
Oh yeah,
fact.
which one?
Wait, they do more than one?
Probably. Chunsoft's done quite a few games. They make the Danganronpa games.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
But they also make
They made 428 as well, that FMV game I was telling you about. They also, I think they also did that one game that is Japanese only that I can't remember the name of right now, but it's based on an anime and I really would like to come out over here.
Damn it.
Cadence of Hyrule was not made by Spike Chunsoft, it was published by them, I think, in Japan, or something. They got their name on the game.
Yeah, they definitely did. Although most importantly, this week, and I was tempted to hook it up for the start of this stream, new half game.
Oh, yeah. So you tweet about that. Mastodon about that. Something about that.
Ah! No! How do that? I have to shield that one. And I'm betting that there's a checkpoint directly after that.
Well, Constable Crab wants to know, says they need to know the lore of why a giant sad bell is chained to a rock in hell. And, I mean, I can only assume that that bell has ding-donged up. I feel like that meme was a little forced,
Ugh.
but I felt like I really did have to chime in with it.
Oh, yeah. I think I'm still trying to parse it. Let's get out of here. It was perfect.
Ooh, right. Patapon games have a lot of plot.
Oh, yes, they sure do.
Oh, right, yeah. AI, the Sunring files. I think I have that on my wish list. Maybe?
That was
one on?
enough.
I know I've looked at it at least. Right. I read the word costumes. You know what? You know what?
You're
No.
gonna do it? Yeah!
We have the power. We'll exit the level.
Important. Okay.
Okay, so
Normal for that.
don't
have that
this
person yet.
character yet.
With Mac Daddied.
Right. Big Mac.
Purple Swan and
Swan,
Throwback.
throwback.
Okay. Yeah. Aha!
Yeah, alright.
Robot Fish Man.
Right, yeah, because that game's by the dude who worked on 999 before he left Spike Chunsoft. They went and made a game, a company called 2Kyo, I think, to work on a new game.
It's a little cute.
It was very pun-based from what I understood.
It's a very sad wellhead in the background. Oh.
Oh, we don't have that. Right, I was just like, yes,
Whoops.
harder path. The path that's so hard has been blocked.
I could see myself hitting it again just automatically.
probably find him really hard to see because he's metal and everything in the background's metal too.
I'm thinking we go back to the Pickle Man or the Burger Friend.
Yeah.
Perfect! Nope. I guess I'm gonna be a mecha fish again. Hi! Come on down! To Dave's face landing spot. Danger zone. Failed danger zone. Going for the danger zone. Watch! Oh! Gotta go through.
Got through the danger area though,
Yeah.
like quite well.
Paging Dr. Loggins. Woo! Nope!
No.
Almost!
That second one.
Got a flop fish.
Right, the dance button.
Most important button in this game. Ah! Well, I got the 500th fail, so that's nice.
It was a reward for jumping 5,000 times.
Oh, well that's...
So it wasn't for failing.
I feel like I deserve a medal, Heather.
Don't tell me you're fishing for compliments.
Whoa! Can't come up with gill pun fast enough. Wait, no, that's right, yes.
Feeling a little guilty about it?
A little bit, I mean, the way I'm going for this gold, I feel like I'm gilding the lily. That's two different puns in one. F it, this time we're going for completion. He's going for completion. He's going for moderation. He's all alone. His inability to finish this level.
So, what is it? The $6 Million Man?
Yep.
How many dollars do you think it took to make a robot fish?
Like, whatever I got in my pocket.
Yeah, I do think we definitely funded this fish out of lint.
The lint fish.
I mean, we didn't even get him arms.
Hey, he's got those flappers. Those fish lifters.
Like, fins belong to people who can finish.
Fins are for finishers.
Yes.
Put that mahi down. These are the runner leads, and you can't have them. Ah!
He always wondered why, whenever he tried to call up his friends to go jogging with him, they wouldn't come. Not realizing it's because the place he wanted to go parkouring through was, well, kind of dangerous and weird.
Well, I
and
mean,
full of boxing
Like,
rocks.
have you held onto some metal things when you're sweating? And they get that, like, that sweaty metal
Yeah.
smell? Imagine a fish getting like that.
Do
Yeah!
I have to?
Well, now you do.
I mean, yeah, I don't know that fish sweat, but they do definitely get warm and smell. And that's, you know, at that point, I'm not gonna stick around and be like, is it from rotting? Is it
Yes.
from sweating? Don't know.
Or is it just touching copper?
It's just gross.
Touching brass smells like ass. Touching steel, that's good to a meal. Fast fish.
Ah.
Having some back pain these past few days. So,
Oh.
yeah, I feel like I need to baby it a bit more. Some proper posture. Oh, that's where you're going.
I kind of forgot that you have to hold down jump a little bit. Just trying to focus on the whole shield thing.
Understandable. There's too many buttons to push at the same time. Sometimes. Ooh, mechanical bird.
Right, that's the kick button I keep trying to push. I'll just kick that block away. My foot will be my shield.
You should be able to, right?
I mean, I want to be able to now.
Yeah. It's our karate power. Karate! So do you usually watch extra frames from our good friend Daniels?
I haven't. I've been meaning to,
Floyd?
but it's definitely been like on my radar as a thing to do because it just sounds like a really interesting thing.
It's
And
kind
I know Dan does great work.
Yeah. Recently, he posted an episode on the Arxis fighting games and how specifically
Yeah.
how they get that anime look, like with Kill la Kill, with Dragon Ball Fighter
Dragon Ball Z.
and they're starting with Guilty Gear.
Oh, cool.
And I think it was Guilty Gear. I'm not sure now that I think about it, but point is, it's really interesting how they managed to get the look, and it's partly due to a series of nifty filters which give that anime style. But it's also because of the way that they program their camera and movement, and basically what they're doing is making still frame. Nope. Making still frames to animate against. They're treating 3D animation like 2D animation, in that they're using a camera to create a single scene that they very carefully interpolate between, so that it looks 2D animated.
Neat.
I hope this wasn't a mistake. Wait, it was. Oh, that cartridge. But what I took away from it, though, was that it is entirely possible for people to use 3D animation systems to make things look 2D.
Yeah.
And the fact that people don't do that makes me angry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
I mean, it takes a ton of work.
Oh, yeah, it's
But-
not an easy thing to do, but it can be a
But
thing.
that's the thing. Things that are good aren't easy. Or are rarely easy.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. He also does his own
Yeah.
video game series that's not Extra Frames, which is another thing that I've occasionally been like, I should check out, because there are games I want to see how he reacts to. I don't have time for anything.
Dear our friends who are also content creators, stop putting out so much good content. We don't have time for it because we're making content too. Oh, don't forget to change character? Right, because we got our new friend.
We said we were going to like ages ago, and I keep forgetting.
This is also partially that I didn't want to do this level again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just make sure not to take the alternate exit. Oh, Kusnoki, glad we could put you on the train towards checking that out. You know, it just occurred to me that sometimes they're in the channel, and we were just giving this huge plug to them, and we didn't even check.
If they were there or not.
Yeah.
I assume nobody watches me do anything. I'm always incredibly surprised when a friend of mine who I think is amazing is like, oh yeah, I saw you do that thing. I'm like, I have to go now. I don't. Sorry, you've broken my worldview that nobody pays attention to anything I do, and I need to go over here. Costume.
Yes. Costume. What? Okay, right, we don't have that
We
person.
don't have that character.
So default, brassed up. I mean,
I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
wow. How do you dance, my friend? Whee! I like his Kiki sombrero. That's where the key is.
Yep. We gotta unlock that vault in this area. Actually, after this song, we should take a break.
Absolutely.
So our eyes can remember what the world looks like without a screen scrolling by.
It's very red, too. Amazing! Oh, not quite enough. Okay.
He acts like his own party popper.
Hello!
I did it!
Okay, and speaking of doing things, we are going to did a break, so don't go away. We'll be giving you more rhythm content after the break and after we read these subs.
You want to do that before?
Yeah, let's get
right,
another way. We got a couple more minutes.
Let me find the beginning of that. It's this one.
Yes, Tally Tamale subscribing for 25 months. Thank you for your support.
And Grim Everdark for 3 months. Love you guys. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, Grim Everdark.
Lopo Leo saying caffeinate those rhythms for 16 months. Thank you.
Lily Oswald for 27 months. Welcome back.
Gotta thank eBlock for those 230 bits. I mean, it's Rhythm Cafe.
And Crocmaster, the master of Crocs. Thank you for that 13 months resub.
And speaking of Crocs, that we've got to walk away for a second, but we'll be back.
We're going to
More.
commercial.
Yeah, bye.
Heck.
Yes, we are. And yeah.
Big
Why did I feel?
rhythm.
I didn't need to say that. Yeah, we're back. What she said. I had the last level. I believe the
Oh,
controller
right.
is yours at this point. And what are we back with? Well, I'm Ian. This is Heather, and we play rhythm games. Today we are playing Runner2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien, as was just evidenced for a second right there.
Yep, we're playing with this robot monkey. I mean, he's got like a weird tail.
Yeah. And a hat that is a mixture of sombrero and witch, which I think is great. Look at him running, man. Oh no, Real Gamer Cow, you're not allowed alone. This is the most difficult level I've had to look at so far.
I'm glad you changed the wording on that, because you're not allowed to you're not alone is a much different meaning.
You're not allowed to feel that way.
Oh, we never said that.
No, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay, so I can do that. Okay. Your eyes refuse to parse this level. I mean, that's fair.
I was just trying to think, is there a time when I would say you're not allowed to feel X?
I would hope not, like ever.
I can only come up with one instance, and that's after the first 20 minutes of Up. If you say that you're happy, I don't think you're allowed to feel that way after that sequence of events. Or maybe hungry. No, you know what? You do you.
I don't know. I don't want to tell anyone how to feel. I feel like I don't have the responsibility for that. By which I mean I don't have the. I don't have any of it. I'm not Spider-Man. I don't need any responsibility.
Ooh, no, actually, though, I do like E-Block's answer. You're not allowed to feel any part of my body.
Yeah. Okay. I mean I can get behind that. Ha! Got there.
Now I'm just gonna think more about fish, and it's gonna confuse me more. Eric, I'm not sure that me validating your existence is going to carry much weight in the universe, but hey, there it is. So fish, they live underwater.
Yes.
They have gills to.
Yes. Those are
gain
qualities
the
of a
oxygen.
fish.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's weird, right?
Not for a fish.
No, but
For a human, yes.
yeah.
For maybe a monkey, unless it's a sea monkey.
And then they lay eggs.
I mean, that's not weird for many animals.
No,
Many
but-
animals lay eggs.
No, but many animals aren't fish.
Yes. But that's not weird for a fish.
And then they have scales. Again, not weird for other animals, but you know, it's weird to have the fish are now starting. Oops, there we go. And then they have that flaky meat.
I mean, I don't think they know that they have flaky meat. But yes, okay.
It's just like a do they know it's Christmas or what have a God of one of us situation.
Well, I was gonna say I don't think they check for whether or not they have flaky meat, but other fish do eat other fish, so maybe they do, and I didn't wanna I didn't wanna promote that falsehood of me not knowing anything.
Oh no!
But I don't think schools of fish, when they get together and have their fitness day physical exams checked to see if they have flaky meat. I just don't think it's part of that.
Line up in front of the fish doctor. Give him a quick pinch in the.
I mean, I assume it's like all the school anime I've seen where the fish are lining up for that fitness exam day
Yeah.
thing they do,
So the fish get weighed and
so,
then they get.
so that they can show off characters taking off their shirts.
Yep.
So I'm guessing this is like a Bishi fish school that I've concocted, this anime that's now happening.
What kind of fish do, or what kind of fish? What kind of shirts do fish wear? Is it a school with uniforms?
Well, I feel like they might be sequined.
Yeah. Yeah, because of the scales.
Yeah. I don't know that they would trouble themselves with buttons.
Probably not. Zippers though?
Velcro. You know, easy to get out of if you get snagged.
Yep.
For safety reasons.
But then you gotta deal with all those young fish zipping and unzipping their shoes all day in music class. We actually had Velcro shoes banned in our school when they first
Oh,
came
really?
out. Yeah.
Wow.
Because kids were just like,
I mean, it's a lot of fun when you're a kid.
yeah.
I didn't do it. People would have looked at me. Oh yeah, I like Square Dot Cube's idea. They probably wear tube tops.
That would make
Yeah.
a lot of sense. Because those fins don't work too well as hands.
That's partially why I was going with Velcro. I feel like it would pull off
Wiggle out of it.
really easily if the hook tried to get them but didn't quite get them.
I think if you're a fish, you spend a lot of time helping dress your friends. Because you're in a big school all the time. So just get your two friends to hold the tube top with their mouths and you just swim into it.
Maybe they wear fishnet stockings.
Now, do they have special fishnet stockings that are single hole? Or do they use the other leg as a backpack? Or do you wear them with your friends?
Oh man, I like the idea of the backpack but also the friendship is, the fish ship is just, this anime is getting very complicated and I like it. And I'm mad it doesn't exist all at the same time. That
That would make them part of the Get Along gang.
Well, I mean, I figure there has to be some sort of school delinquent fish
Oh yeah. Well, there's always one in the group.
trope.
Do you remember the Get Along gang?
I thought you were making something up.
Oh no. They were part of the Marvel Stars universe, but also a cartoon show. This was the Marvel Stars were comics based on kids' cartoon shows.
Okay.
So you had the
I wasn't aware of those.
you had the Muppet Babies as a comic series. You had the Get Along gang. I think there was someone. Jason, the Wheeled Warriors might have also been part of that there. But yeah, it was like this series of elementary school animals that wore clothing.
Huh.
So you had a sheep, and you had like a bear and a lion. Of course, the lion was the one who was the leader of the gang, and the sheep was the female leader, and they were kind of an item. But they all had stereotypical personality traits to go along with what type of animal they were. Of course, the more that I think about it now, these personality traits don't really make any sense. It's like,
No, they're arbitrary things that we decided upon and have stuck, just culturally.
because yeah, of course, a lamb is good at ballet. That makes any kind of sense. There we go. Bonk.
I mean, I would watch a high school version of Agretzko.
Oh yeah, that.
But I would just watch more of that show always. They've done a second season. I think they're doing a third.
I heard, yeah. Well, about the second season. I know nothing about a third.
Second season's real good. It does have a character in it that I don't like at all, which is very much like kind of what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be very unlikable. And I'm glad they resolved his arc because he was a bit much for me.
See the hyena?
No. There's a new office worker who shows up who's new, but who, every time he gets something wrong, he complains and says that, they're saying things about his character and making it hard for him to have a job or whatever, when all they're trying to do is instruct him on how to do his job. And he's like, he gets so like weirdly weird about it that he like starts, every time he's like, you want to say that again? He's got like the recording on his phone going, and he wants you to email him, and it's just like really weird and uncomfortable.
Yeah, that sounds highly unpleasant.
And they like get through that, and then he like settles down, but it's just having been in work situations with that kind of thing, or also having been in situations where I've had to record things because otherwise I have no proof that I'm not doing a bad job.
Yeah. Like, it sounds like very much like an office bullying
Yeah.
sub-arc.
But it's still a really good season. Like you get to see Agretzko's mother and stuff, and like some other things that I quite liked. Just because it feels like it's expanding the universe a little bit more outside of the whole just the office thing.
Just something Sanrio's not generally known for. This is a cool little area. Shoot! Missed it. By that much.
Still doing good. That costume's called Kung Fu Fighting.
This time up top! Now we've got the chest. This time on the bottom! Guess I remember it better. Gonna get there. One way or another.
Oh no, you landed on the block.
Yeah.
That's...
I'm not going that way again.
Yeah, got there.
Good enough. Eric the Orange, just throw it in again. We can sort duplicates.
Yeah. I believe he's talking about Songbird Symphonium.
I think so.
Yeah, the newer one that came out.
There's too many games.
Let's go the hard way.
I still need to check out the Skatebird demo that came out recently.
The what?
Skatebird. It's a Tony Hawk style skating game, but you're a bird.
But it's a Tony Hawk like game, but it's not Tony Hawk.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
It's a skateboarding
because
game.
Tony Hawk is a great name for a bird character.
You're kind of right there.
All right, alternate exit.
An amazing accomplishment. Key vault
Key vault. Get your keys.
in the
at
bonk
vault.
lands.
Don't put your vault key inside the vault with the keys, otherwise it's a little complicated.
Otherwise, you have to call AAA. And they're like, "This isn't a car." And I'm like, "I know."
But I stuck wheels on it, so now you have to deal with it as if it was a car. Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's how you big brain them.
So if I just like put some axles on my house, I can use them to
Yep.
tow my house back to a garage?
Yeah. It might cost you a lot more, because I think they tow by weight. But technically, yes.
I I'm getting a buzzing on my watch that is, I'm assuming, telling me that I'm wrong about this.
No.
But you got the same notification too, so.
I had a notification and it has nothing to do with what we're doing right now. So, we're clearly not trying hard enough. And we need to up our game.
That's good, yes. We need to get messages from the boss in real time. That's how we know we're doing good content. When the Ian Fliz is coming from inside the company. Okay, that's not how you do that
Yeah,
one.
you don't want to jump over that one. Gotta save your jumps for the low one.
I actually love those ones.
The button taps.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've gotten used to the R-stick rotation one a little bit more now. But the hitting buttons where it's going in the same rotation anyway. It feels nicer.
And it just feels satisfying when you hit them. Oh. Do that thing again. Yes, explosions can be contained within the body. It's generally what happens to me on Burrito Day.
A special kind of explosion.
The non-lethal kind. Well, I mean, depending on what's in the burrito. Oh.
I mean, I assume if you tell the DM that you would like to try it for lethal damage with your burrito, they would at least let you try.
True. Dale is much like that person at Chipotle when you ask for double meat. And they tell you, look, my job's just to let you get yourself in trouble. Oh, Kushinoki, I try not to read the chat as much as possible.
Yeah, usually once we start reading the chat while we're playing the game, it's bad, but like the chat is right beside the game.
Yeah.
So, sometimes what happens is I read like 3 words and I'm like, haha, but then it'll be like, oh, there's something longer. Oh, that's interesting. What? Oops.
So there's an L1 called Just Right. I don't know what that does.
I missed my little. I want to go back for that.
Yeah. Yeah, go back and get your super.
Game's more fun when you do. Yeah, chat always does help something happen. There's also a thing that happens when you play some rhythm games where when you do the level a million times, you start to find those points in which you can say stuff. Or you realize where you're about to die anyway, so you look away.
Thank you for that explanation, Captain Spam. I hope to one day properly understand it. Because Runner 2 and Runner 3 generally apparently take place without Fate or Flux. The power-ups never get to Giga or Meta.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of... There's actually a lot of backstory to the Runner universe.
Good.
From what I can tell, though, the explanations of it have always been more online than in the games.
You know what? That's that. As a fan of the pop music universe, I'm used to that. E-Block, no, I have not.
But I think Fate and Flux are also some of the early bit trip games.
Right, they at least Flux
before they went to Runner, because Runner is its own subset.
I'm fairly familiar with the other bit trip games, but never Runner. Because I thought they were such a cool idea when they came out, that they were supposed to be these very, low impact games.
Yeah, they're
for the DS.
these small games.
And they're really cool. They were just a bit too expensive for me to consider collecting all of them at the time. Wait,
Whoa,
whoa,
you're still alive!
keep going!
Although I completely understand the sentiment, you should have died there.
Up, here we go! Remember, kids, run isn't zero.
That one,
Yeah.
that one though, absolutely.
And that's voting ready law.
But you know what? You did a thing, and you ultimately recovered from it, and you died from a completely different thing.
Yeah.
So that's amazing.
So, I mean, that's also generally the way life works. That you can recover from things that might kill you, and then other things might also kill you.
Yes, but most of the things that I recover from in life are not like split seconds from like falling from heights.
It's true. It's true. You don't generally call into work saying, "Hey guys, ran into some Zaku Geo dudes who are also robots while I was grinding pipe today, and just can't quite make it into the office. Feeling a little low." Also, to be honest, if I was a manager and anyone did call up to me and use the word grind and pipe in their excuse as to why they're not coming into work, I'd immediately be like, cool, you're cooler than I am.
I mean, the sentence that you said, if we put it down, so Geodudes, so this person you were clearly playing Pokemon Go on your skateboard while riding pipe, and that was a very dangerous thing to do, because that's just distracted driving on your skateboard. But I believe you. I believe that you probably shouldn't come into work today.
It's true. Or ever, maybe. Sarah with that sure is quote 140 in here. Industries earth lurching, and then the texture is too low res for me to read at the bottom.
Wow, there's a wall. I need to kick it down, and I did not do that. If you don't kick down the dungeon door, you can't get the loot. But then the monsters also can't get you, so...
We are deep within a we're not going to take it situation with the number of walls that we're kicking down. I think that was the music video? We're not gonna take it. No, we're gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore.
what? You're not gonna take your keys with you, so you gotta knock down walls all the time to get in?
Yeah, sure. I'm my own locksmith. I traveled to Japan to get a black belt in locksmithing. Hoo-cha! Oh, sorry for making you explain that, Sarah. Glad you're enjoying Mahjong as well, Real Gamer Cow. I was telling Heather off stream that I was playing Zero last night to play some Mahjong, and I actually completely forgot I was playing a Yakuza game until I ended up getting a sumo, and the camera pulls out to reveal me just slamming down a tile.
I mean, you know, games within games, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh! So here's... I finally made a life goal.
Okay.
You remember did you watch Hikaru no No?
You know what? I did not, but I'm very familiar with the premise of it.
Okay, but you're familiar with that satisfying sound that the Go tile makes when they use the three-fingered to make on the ball? Yeah.
Yes.
I found out if I hold my X-Wing maneuver dial tiles like that and set them down, not only does it give me better precision where I'm putting them, but it makes that satisfying little click, and I'm like,
yeah. Yeah. It's a good life goal.
Yep. Now that said, I highly doubt that they're going to be putting out any sort of anime about a ghost who inhabits an X-Wing horde from, I guess, 2 years ago.
Yeah, not likely.
Yeah.
But you might be able to find some dojo.
This was your great-great-grandfather's playmat. I know. He was alive 2 weeks ago. We played some games. When he died, his soul became trapped in the mat. I'm pretty sure that's just skin. That's just skin from rubbing it a lot.
I keep the shield up the whole time. Nothing can hurt me. Which isn't true at all.
Nope. That's what this game teaches you. Sometimes you need to put that shield down to jump and to avoid problems in life.
I mean, I do think one of the things I really find super interesting about Yakuza is how many other things there are in the game that you could potentially just never play the actual game.
Yeah. And how well they're done too. Like it's a good little Mahjong game. Take that, Dots.
Oh, and I am in complete agreement with what you wrote on the internet about
That's a dangerous thing to say, by the way.
how we should have they should translate and bring over the Yakuza time period one.
Like, I generally don't look at videos of other Yakuza games or things that happen in Yakuza games because I want to be surprised about them. Mm-hmm. But that was just... I hadn't needed those games in my life. Now I need those games in my life.
Yeah, it's
Check out
there's a bunch of series that will do that occasionally. They'll do a spin-off title, and it'll be like, oh, but this one happens in whatever time period, and is so clearly Japanese, and that one we're not bringing over. And I'm like, really?
We should. I should specify that this is a clip from the Yakuza Warring States Periods games in Japan, from a historical. Check my timeline on Twitter if you'd like to see the clip.
Involves good doggo.
Oh yeah. It involves very good doggo.
Yeah, that's one thing. In Fire Emblem Three Houses, while you're walking around in the monastery, there's dogs and cats and even owls that fly around.
Hello.
And you can't interact with any of them. In fact, you run right through them,
Wow.
which is real weird.
What a terrible game.
And I'm just like, okay, you know, I realize you don't have to put anything in there that's whatever, and I know it's extra work to put in animations and stuff, but it is really weird to see that many animals and be like,
They're just out there.
yeah, clearly need the Pet the Dog DLC. Okay, we can get that one, we can do that one.
I am also booting up E-Block.
Okay.
I am also booting up Yakuza again tonight to play more Mahjong. Oh wow! 6 Yaku hand, 4 Dora. That's nice. Eric the Orange would like to see more of half of Beej and I playing Yakuza. You can check that out Friday nights over at tilty.house or Tilty House on Twitch. Angry Optimist, so Mahjong, the general play is not difficult to learn. It's if you're playing the Mahjong style that's played in Yakuza, which is called Riichi Mahjong, it's a little bit difficult to play because you'd have to memorize, in order to actually win a hand, you have to have a complicated hand, specific type of hand. There's like a couple dozen of them that you can play off of that you're kind of expected to have memorized. They have them written out in the game, but it's still kind of annoying to have to do it.
Darn it, this isn't really a platformer, it's a type of game most people call endless runners, where your character is just running the entire time. You've got really no control over that. Your control is over jumping and kicking and trying to do everything, which does kind of have the timing of a rhythm game.
But in a sense, it's really no different than Guitar Hero. It's just instead of seeing notes come down a line, you're seeing certain types of aliens or effects that you have to push the buttons in the proper time for. Like when you see those guys, you need to have to push the X button because that moves your character out of the way.
Yeah, I think most people are only familiar with like endless runners being on phones these days. I think.
So that's kind of where they started out.
Yeah, you don't see a lot of them on consoles.
There we go.
That I know of. I'm gonna add in the that I know of because that takes away all the personal responsibility of that being a thing I don't.
I'm going for it, Heather.
You can do it.
I want that key. You got the key.
Good.
I gotta find the chesty.
Yeah, I find with rhythm games sometimes ultimately a lot of it's all about timing and
nuts.
Putting in your inputs in the right way. But there's something about being able to parse inputs differently. So like Guitar Hero can be really hard for some just because of the way that information has to be done visually.
Yeah. Like Osu is another good example of like a different method of doing the same sort of thing.
I mean, part of the reason I get fairly good at the way the Hatsune Miku games are done is because they do a lot of color coding.
Right.
So I'm not even paying attention to what the buttons are anymore, so much as my brain is just processing the colors I'm seeing.
Cannibal! Yes, that was one of the first ones. Or one of the first really big ones.
And one of the things I really like about the Runner series that I've seen, especially with 2 and 3, is how weird it is. Like, the backgrounds are goofy, there's all this stuff, and they're just like, we're just putting it here. It's part of what you see in some rhythm games where what they're trying to do is distract you to add difficulty, but there's something really charming about it.
Yep, it has an aesthetic.
And I like how hard they lean into the goofy like advertisements at the beginning of the game and the story and
the whole Saul Bass style stuff.
Yeah. It just feels like a nice time.
Whew! And I get to launch. Close.
I like to think this character is related to Chibi Robo.
Get!
Yeah.
Perfect!
Let's go take a look at our outfit section.
Yeah.
All brassed up.
Interesting.
Ball.
For Android.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it's a trout. Oh yes, the kung. Yes.
You like kung fu fighting? Yeah. Nah, I'm going
Kung fu style.
Kung fu burgers.
Oh yeah, things like Super Meat Boy. Those are, I wouldn't categorize as a rhythm game because
Yeah, like definitely has similarities to what we're doing, but
okay, here's what makes a rhythm game different than a game like Super Meat Boy, which does incorporate rhythm in order to get through the puzzle of the platform or the ultra precision of the platform. Is that in a game like this, where you do have to do things perfectly in rhythm and in time, you're doing it in time with music. Whereas a game like Super Meat Boy is not necessarily in time with a soundtrack. Meat Boy shares more in common with something like Celeste than it does with Runner. Oh no! I do like that whenever you play as the character in the level, the checkpoint's empty. And you're not there.
oh yeah.
Sorry, I want to learn more about this okonomiyaki-based martial arts. Eric the Orange is talking about.
Alright. I mean, isn't Celeste considered a precision platformer?
It most certainly is. Okay, well, this is it. We gotta boss this, and then I think that's it for the show today.
Apparently, it's in Animal 1/2.
Ah, that makes all sorts of sense. Ah, so the bird wasn't the boss.
I do think, diagnosis, that the kind of music can actually affect how well you respond to a rhythm game, and that can kind of like if you're not digging the music, that might actually make the rhythm game harder for you as well. But more from a, I want to say, like, motivation aspect than a. There are definitely songs that I've played in games where, because I find them annoying even though I like the game, I don't play as often, so I don't get any better at that song. Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
It's got
Preview.
like a memory aspect to it.
Oh, mother bus! Hit in your face now. Jump. Jump back. Jump down, jump walk. Get hit in the face.
I like that one better than some of the others with the whole follow the pattern and then have to hit the thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't like having to jump kick all the time. Oh! So close.
Nice.
But you earned a trophy. Boss bonked.
Bonked.
Oh! Space!
The Bit Trip.
Should we use space?
Yeah, sure.
Or the descent into radness?
There's 47 levels, apparently.
Using cunning observation, Commander Video discovers a mysterious portal to freedom from his counterfeit consciousness and takes a plunge back into a realm of familiarity. He returns to the Bit Trip.
Ah, gold! You! God, yeah, that's a game I wish they just kept making almost yearly. If I could go back in time and change, if you take one franchise away from Madden and turn it into my own yearly thing, I would have it be, Parappa the Rapper.
I'm sorry, you're taking this away from who now?
We're canceling the concept of yearly Madden games or yearly FIFA games or yearly...
Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, remove some sort of yearly game that exists now and replace it with yearly Parappa games.
I mean, there are certain games that are yearly now that I'm just like, and I don't play them, but they've definitely gotten to be yearly titles. Mm-hmm. And when I see that, I'm just kind of more like, Does that fan base actually want that game to be yearly? Or would you maybe prefer a little more breathing room?
I mean, yeah, personally, I need more than a year between games. Especially now that I've found out that both Super Robot Wars V and X are both going to be available on Steam with English translations. So, as well as the Switch, if you prefer to go that route. I'll play the one I've got on PS4 first, and then decide if I need to, if I want to play it portably or not.
Yeah, I've been trying to do that more with my games, where I'm like, maybe play this one, and then later the other one. Don't necessarily need to get that one right now.
So I bought Super Robot Wars T on PS4. I can't remember why I thought PS4 was the one to go with. I think because I knew it had an English translation, I wasn't unsure about the Switch version.
Yeah,
and
that's fair.
I'd rather not import a $70 game from Japan only to find out that it's not translated.
Yeah.
I do constantly tell myself I need to learn more Japanese, but I think a highly complicated tactics game...
Probably not the best place to learn it, no.
Nope. Not a good place to do the learning. Okay, the flesh balloons with faces I'm less a fan of. Flesh balloons with human faces.
Alright, probably one more.
I think so. I think we're good.
So we do have a stream app for us.
Yep. Bonk, bonk. Bonk, 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 bonk. The reason I started with T, though, is because it was the most recent Super Robot Wars game that featured the Escaflowne. And I have deep feelings about Escaflowne because it was one of the first series, well, it was the first series that I'd ever encountered with Maya Sakamoto. But secondly, it was the first series I'd ever encountered that I'd had no idea about before. Because it was my first encounter of it was on broadcast Japanese television. I was channel surfing like, what the hell is this? And I didn't find out for 2 years.
I almost tried to go for the lock, knowing that I couldn't get the key.
Good save there at the end.
Alright.
That's gonna do it today for us for Rhythm Cafe. We've done all the rhythms we can, and we'll have to come back next week and do more rhythms.
Yes. So next week we'll probably end up finishing up this game.
Yep.
By the looks of it, at least the story, and maybe we'll go back and try to get some other outfits.
Yeah.
Just to fill out the rest of the stream.
I've been having fun unlocking shit. It's good. Yeah, up next is Beach. He's gonna be doing Shadowrun Hong Kong.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
Beach will be on Beach It Forward. He'll be playing Beach Runner, Beach Kong, and
Hong Beach.
and he'll be here for that.
Yep. But we should point out that tomorrow, importantly, there is a stream that is happening at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. It is a Dice Friends, and it's the beginning of our campaign through. Is it?
I mean, there is that, but okay, that's got it.
Okay. Yeah.
Just the upcoming thing.
We're on Hong Kong. Okay.
There it is. There's a special watch and play tomorrow.
Oh yes, that's right.
So that's not indicative of Watch and Play coming back off hiatus yet. Graham still has Road Quest to work on, but there's a special one coming tomorrow because we do have a
Special guest.
Make-A-Wish
Yes.
thing going on, and that is a thing that they like, so that is what we're doing.
Yep.
But then, yes, we are doing the Dice Friends at 5 p.m. Pacific time. We're starting a new campaign. It's
Right.
Paranoia. It's Dale DMing. It's a bunch of people in
Kathleen,
Cheers.
Beej, Jacob, and myself. And we'll all be clones. We're clones.
Yeah, maybe I'll get that TPK I've always wanted.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
And then, Beach will play forward afterwards that night.
And then, of course, you can check out the rest of the schedule over at loadingreadyrun.com/live. That's where you find links and information about all our shows, both pre-recorded and streamed in nature. Check us out over at youtube.com/loadingreadylive to see the VODs if you're watching this live. If you're watching this on the VODs, check us out over at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun, where people are so kind and give us support in the form of subscriptions like these good people who are...
Let me get to the bottom of this list. Burgundy Eagle for 26 months, welcome back.
Busted for 60 months, the old 5-year. Thank you for that support.
Melody Frost for 28 months.
Kane the Walker for 27 months, 2.25-year sub. When will it stop? Hopefully never. Agreed.
Thanks Too Much for 56 months. I wonder what kind of mileage this character has covered in this world where you must always be running.
There's actually stats for that, or at least achievements. We should check it out. E-Block, cheering for 500 bits. Back-to-back RC and Piff is a great way to unwind after working 24 hours in the last 36 hours. Damn, yeah. Relax.
Well. And the Maricat has gifted 5 subs in the channel. If you hear your name, you have been gifted a sub from the Maricat.
Congratulations.
Harmless personality.
Abyssal
ending. Yeah.
Sorry.
Rosa Drew.
Soggy Pizza.
Joshua.
And thank you to Liar Led for 7 months of resub goodness. Heather, where can people find you if you are not here and they want to see more of Heather's work?
I'm currently streaming over on twitch.tv/lunarjade as well. I'm in the beginning of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. I've gone with my Golden Deers, and I'm on Twitter, although I'm kind of avoiding Twitter for at least maybe a week at this point. Ian, how about you?
You can find everything I do and Corey does over at Twitch. Nope. I mean, we do stream on twitch.tv/tilthouse, but everything we do is over at tilty.house. You can find links to our streams, Corey's podcast, and the late night dumb fight there, as well as our Twitter streams. That's it.
Yeah. All right. We're going to go, and Beach will be back, and he'll shadow run, which is not an endless runner, but it involves running.
Shadows.
We'll be back next week.